All right, I'm gonna get started on my meatballs before Aunt Raffi gets here, because she's gonna help me with the sauce that's gonna go with the meatballs. So we're gonna add 1/3 cup of Italian-style breadcrumbs and parsley. And what I like to do when I'm making meatballs is just add all of the ingredients ahead of time, and then I add the meat last. That way, I don't overwork it, and the meatballs stay nice and moist. There we go. And we'll add the parsley right into the bowl. Okay, so now, to make the meatballs spicy, I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes, and just a pinch of red pepper flakes. And Raffi likes her food kind of spicy, so I like to add more when she's coming over. And a little flavoring, onion, garlic. And we're gonna use 3 cloves of garlic. You know, 3 cloves of garlic might sound like a lot, but it's actually not a lot. Not for this amount of meat, and you wanna flavor the meat really well. Use that later, and smash the cloves. Just makes it easier to peel. There we go. Now, onion. So these are your base flavors. And everybody has their own way of doing the onions and the garlic. Either you can cook them, you can put them in the food processor, or you can do what I do, which is grab the grater, take the small onion, and grate it. You don't have to worry about cooking it, and this way it'll cook in the meatballs, because they're only gonna cook for 15 minutes. All right, perfect. So now, this is what it looks like. See, it's all grated, so it looks good. Now just stick your finger and just kind of grab the extra onion in there. Pop that for later, and we'll just throw the onion right in there. All right, now I just wanna wipe it down real quick, because I'm gonna have to cut up some cheese here. And I like to keep it nice and clean. Remember, the cleaner you keep your kitchen, the less there is to do later. All right, so let's go to the fridge and grab the meat and the cheese and an egg and ketchup. So we'll just add 1 egg in there, holds it all together. Get rid of that. And now this is not Italian tradition here, but I like a little ketchup in my meatballs, and the reason I'm doing it before Raffi gets here is because I don't want to tell her there's ketchup in it, but I love the ketchup. It tastes really good in here. 2 tablespoons. We'll have to get rid of the evidence later. And then I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese, about 2/3 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. There you go. I think it melts in the meatballs and it keeps them really yummy. Some salt, gotta season it, and black pepper. So just grab a spoon and kind of mix all this together. Now, the meat is the last thing that I add in here, just because you don't wanna overwork it, because otherwise that meat will be too tough. And here we go. So we're gonna do 1/2 pound of ground veal and 1/2 pound of ground beef. And although I usually make meatballs with turkey, we are remembering Rome today, so we're gonna make it with beef and veal. So there's the beef. And we'll mix this together. Just make sure that all of the meat has some of the flavorings mixed into it. Perfect. Now, for the little surprise. I've got a piece of smoked mozzarella that I bought earlier at the Beverly Hills Cheese Shop. I love smoked cheese, and smoked mozzarella is one of my favorites. So I think Raffi's gonna like it too. And I just wanna cut the piece, just like this. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna stick a little cube of the smoked mozzarella in the center of the meatballs. And this is a fun little twist. Growing up, I used to love they're called arancini di riso, and they're little rice balls. And in the middle of the little rice balls, traditionally, they put little pieces of mozzarella inside the center. So I thought, why not do that again and do it in the meatballs as well, right? It can't hurt. So we just cut those up, and we'll leave that over here. So you take some of the meat mixture, and kind of like them the size of my fist, just like that. Kind of make it a little round, poke a hole in the center, take a little piece of the mozzarella, the smoked mozzarella, and kind of cover it up. And then just give it a quick little roll around here, just like that. And we'll place them on our baking sheet. We're gonna bake them at 400 degrees for 15 minutes.